Welcome, everybody. I'm David Clutterbuck. I'm one of the pioneers of coaching and mentoring, and this short video is all about executive coaching and mentoring. And I've got with me two of my most valued colleagues, Evija Vascenko and Craig McKenzie, who are amongst the foremost educators in coaching, in the coaching world internationally today, vastly experienced across many countries, and in helping people become really effective, mature, capable coaches, capable of working at a level of the very top of organizations, all the way through to multiple different levels of being an executive. And we define being an executive very simply. An executive is somebody whose job requires them to work with or oversee other leaders. And so it's a leader of leaders. So what we're going to try and do today is just in this very short video is introduce you to the concepts behind the program that we've been refining and the latest iteration of this wonderful program to help people become really competent, confident executive coaches and mentors. Evija and Craig.
Well, let's start maybe with just the market need, like why we're doing this. This program has been in existence for quite some time, and Evija can share a little bit more on the details on that. But why we're launching it now is we really feel that there's lots of reasons. David can share some as well. Is this idea of, one, there's a growth and explosion of coaching in multiple contexts. There's also a lot more commoditization of coaching and competition in the coaching world. So coaches need to differentiate themselves. And in the work that we've done with executive coaches and mentors around the world, one of the things that's really apparent is that just because someone says they're an executive coach doesn't mean they actually are one. And or they say they mentor executives, but the question is are they effective, and how do they do that in a way that's really skillful? So that's my mini intro. Evija, tell us a little bit about the history of this program.
Yes, it's actually, we have been running this program for close to 5 years already, and in many countries around the world. And it has been a great success, always for very different audiences. I have seen new coaches who are just starting their coaching practice and having experience on being executives themselves, or having experience working on corporate world in different levels, like targeting, working with executive people in executive roles. So they found a lot of things to understand, the frameworks, approaches and tools to use, and understand the difference, what it means coaching executive instead of just coaching any human being. There are similarities, but there are some certain differences. And also I have seen how valuable it has been for very experienced coaches who came and kind of improved their self-confidence, because sometimes coaching is quite lonely profession, and we think and we believe that we do the best, but we need some confirmation. And by going through the program, they actually had all the possibility to reconfirm what are the things they are doing good and what are the things they would like to improve.
It's a major transition for many people going through this program, to move from the traditional coaching that you might do, which is all about helping somebody primarily to resolve some issues or to achieve a skill or whatever, but to help move to working with the person in the systems that surround them. So it's looking beyond the individual and the individual's issues to the issues in the system and how they interact. So the breadth of what you're able to do as a coach or as a mentor with those professional skills is so much deeper and greater. So we see this as one of the big benefits that people take away, is their ability to work with the system, not just with the individual.
And it gives a lot of knowledge, actually, what things to look for, what questions to ask, maybe at some moments, or at least to think in which area. And it adds a lot of value to coaching or mentoring conversation, which is happening with executive you are working with.
And I think that's the main idea, is we want to increase coaches and mentors' ability to create value for executives at any level in their organization. So those initial leaders of leaders all the way up to proven leaders of leaders, and leaders of leaders of leaders of leaders as well. And that transition and transformation from their ability to work with the system and also become more skillful as the systems are changing that impact their organization and their leadership. How's the leader evolving, and how do we bring value into that context as coaches and as mentors? So it's a huge area. We set aside a certain amount of time for it. There's it's in person is a 3-day program, and the version that we've created now for the online global audience is an 8 times 3 hour program that we believe will really help you to accelerate and increase your ability to work and create effectiveness in working with executives.
One of the things that I find most powerful about this program is opening up everybody's eyes to the opportunities of being an executive coach. It's one thing to say, yes, we a lot of artificial intelligence and oversupplied market is making it more difficult to earn a living, but where we can identify really good systemic changes we can make in the organization, there is a vast opening market, and it's being aware of what that looks like. So, for example, in research we've been doing recently for the conference board, we identified that in many large organizations, a high proportion of very senior executives can't let go of command and control. A significant proportion of them are suffering from imposter syndrome. So how do you help these people? It's not through your standard grow model type coaching. It requires much greater level of skill, and we provide you with the tools and the techniques to do that.
And what I really love about this course, it's actually how practical it is. And during the course, we will be sharing both our examples and our experience working with executives on different levels in different areas and different types and kinds of executives. And also we will have a possibility to look into your cases and your challenges around the cases you are working with. So it's going to be very practical, the deep dive, not only tools and techniques, but also in all the practical things happening when we are working with executives in any role, either it's coach or mentor.
And of course, what happens as well is you build your own network of colleagues through the course. We find that if each of the courses, people actually want to keep learning together, and sometimes being supervised together too. So it's a collegial process as well. What we're basically creating here is a movement to help people who really want to make a difference in the world of business through coaching and through mentoring, to be valued for what they bring, and particularly for mentors, being able to draw on their experience and use that without being directive to somebody. And if you're in the role of a coach rather than a mentor, being able to manage that balance between, how do you help somebody do their own thinking, and where do you give them context and things that will help them to enlarge that thinking. So we're into that balance between coaching and mentoring, and the power that comes from knowing that you can do both from different perspectives. So being able to work with that balance, to value yourself and the human being you are, because actually it's the human being you bring into the relationship that actually makes the biggest difference, not the tools and techniques. So we hope we piqued some of your interest in this little discussion. If you want to know more, you can go to our website, which you'll see at the end of this video. And you can also, from that, you can access a much longer video where we go into much more detail, or a 30-minute video around these issues. So we would love to see you join us for the webinar that's coming up shortly, where we're also going to be explaining a lot more about the contents of the course and how you can engage with it. We hope we see you there.
Looking forward to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for watching.